Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Once again, let's check what we can do. Do we need to dig deeper into story of you? Can you tell me about the birthing bell? But what did you do when the Hollowborn came? There's a slight chill between the two of you, a current of emotion. The next thoughts come slowly, almost frightened into your mind, like terrified children, blanketed with a mother's fear. She lowers her head. Something seems to surround you. A mist, heavy and thick, as the grieving mother looks inward. It closes in, threatening to choke you. Finally, she raises her gaze and the mist retreats. I know only that it is a scourge upon every hearth in the Deerwood, and one that threatens to tear this country asunder. Where is the birthing bell located? The birthing bell lies deep in the great forest of the Deerwood, at the borders of Glenfadden lands, surrounding it. Barely a town, not one you would find on any map, but it held an important place for those there, even if we were far from the beaten track. Small families, tied like a knot, joined at the wrists in mind, in thought. All were welcome. All had purpose. What's that you're wearing on your wrist? She extends her hands, and the small chimes on her wrists sound at the motion, just as they sounded in her memories. The chimes are finely crafted, of white adra. They are wrapped around the grieving mother's wrists with tiny woven braids of hair of different colors, from white to black, brown to blonde. You feel as if you're noticing them for the first time. If the birthing chimes were given to newborns, why do you wear a set now? And suddenly, there is a rasping cry across your consciousness, and you see her flinch, visibly as if struck. She raises her hands, and you see the chimes draped from them, yet they make no sound as she moves. In your memory, they look like bones. This is about the Hollowborn, isn't it? The same chill you felt before is stronger now, as if it's welling up around your feet to your ankles. You feel a sudden urge to draw away, as if from an unpleasant memory. We don't know. How would you know? Have you seen this future? In the memory, you hit the chimes on your wrist from the mother. Why? It is not what I hid, but what she saw. She couldn't know. The grieving mother squeezes her eyes shut and brings her hands to her ears. No more equivocation. What really happened at the birthing bell? What happened mattered. Forgetting it doesn't make it less real. Fine, let's go. I am kinda mad at her now. Yenwood Field, no. Maybe we should go to the Abbey of the Fallen Moons. We'll see. The lake in Old Song has begun freezing over since there are a group of pale elves. Wait, Old Song. Old Song is this. Okay, let's go there, I guess. The Cloudflowers group presence here. Is there a specific I was disappearing side of the will admit as much, so I seem able to track her down on my own. Okay, we already eviscerated half of the temple, so now we might as well eviscerate the other half. Yes. In here. Because, yeah, we've been through all this part. What is left is over the right side, but let's go for here. No. Okay. He still does not want to talk to us, so let's... Not like we have any choice right now. Okay, but I'll save. I'm fairly sure here just missed this attack. This... Oh, goes over here. I guess we can just fight them like this. They don't pose any threat to us. What are you doing, guys? I don't know why he casted a spell from behind the doors. And what if we dressed as the paladins? Yeah. This place is huge. Of course. I did not notice that those two were not helping. Oh, he's stuck. Apparently fighting in the doorway is not very effective. Who would have known? Heal yourself. And of course I'm gonna loot everything while we are here. Water drips from the edges of the alcove. Yep, we went for that. Ooh. Wait, did I take it? I took it. Since we are already here killing everyone, we might as well steal from them. Each line and wrinkle of this warrior's weather-beaten frown has been chiseled from the ice. Blue crystal key, okay, fine. A trap, okay, now you've got me intrigued. Yeah. A young Orlan scrambles on the stone floor, pressing her back against the wall and baring her teeth at you. Her fur is patchy and matted. As you step into the room, she squints and turns her large ears toward you. A heavy sigh escapes her tiny body. Mistake me, my eyes mistook you for one of them. Please, get me out of here. What happened to you? When Noonfrost began freezing the lake, my sister Lara sent me to seek out the cause. She scowls at the dingy room. The pale elf Estramar seized me before I could report back. These pale elves are behind it. They showed up in Twin Elms not long ago, saying they wanted to see to the upkeep of Noonfrost. I don't know how, but they opened the frost-hewn breach at the back of the temple, sucked warmth and life straight into their frozen god's barren domain. They've got to be stopped. It's only a matter of time before the cold spreads further. Can you tell me anything about the frost-hewn breach? She shakes her head. Not really. Something to do with Rimberland, the beast of winter. I follow Galwin myself. Okay, it isn't safe yet. Actually, I think it is safe, but let's check this room here. I'm fairly sure we were effective in getting rid of all those paladins. But not entirely. Thank God they are not stopped by low ceiling. Oh, there's one more here. Refracted light dapples the icy mirror behind the statue. Okay, I think now it's safe. I don't know what this crystal key is for, but doesn't matter right now. Make a run for it. Go. She turns toward the hall, her large ears angled forward. As fast as my feet can carry me. She scrambles for the exit on emaciated arms and legs. At the door, she glances back at you. Thank you, Estramor, and be careful. Okay, now that makes it the whole place. Can we use this? A pedestal black ice rises from the floor. Long, finger-like ice crystals as hard and clear as diamonds surround and pierce the altar. A hole has been gouged out in the middle of the altar, though it can't be more than a few inches deep. It sucks at the air around you. I'm not entirely sure if we should. Yeah. Mm. Okay, we need to find Alwo. I won't deal with the LC entirely. I mean, it's not what was expected of us. Oh, here you are. The Orlan stands under the open sky, taking deep breaths of fresh air. Feels like I've been reborn. She thumbs you on the shoulder. Come by the mall sometime. The rest of the fangs will want to meet the cunning Estramor who freed me. Ah, Mo. Okay. Sorry. Here. Yeah? Yeah. Where is she? Not here. Oh, probably down here. Lara. I found Alwa. A breath catches in her throat. Your own eyes have seen her? I freed her from Noonfrost. She's just enjoying the fresh air before she returns. She releases a gasp of relief. You've accomplished a great service, for the Fangs and for me. I was wrong about you, Estramor. I did not see you truly. Please, accept a gift worthy of your honor and skill. Alba waves at you, a broad smile on her thin mouth. Her fur is sleek and glossy now, and there's a mischievous twinkle in her eye. Good to see you again. How are you? All well, thanks to you. Not that Lara's given me a chance to rest. My sister makes me earn my keep around here. You spent long enough stuck in that frozen cell, didn't you? Your limbs need exercise now. Teach me what you know. As not this. Oh yeah, this blood hunter. What is that? +1 damage reduction, +1 to stealth. Can anyone teach me anything new? Siege. Yeah, we need to spend more time. Yeah. The battlefield field. Yeah, there's that. Okay, so what else we have for now is going back to White March. Again. And we need to find that Abbey for Mania. So let's do that. I do understand that the Burial Isle will be one of our last locations to visit, so I do want to do as much before that as possible. So back to Stalwart we go. But I think from Stalwart we should have another way, or maybe from Darkness. Maybe from Darkness battery we can go west. Do not raise my level, please. I'm struggling as it is. You approach the source of the commotion and see a throng of villagers. They're arguing amongst themselves and hurling questions and demands at the lone figure perched above them. A young man stands on a spur of rock, his clenched fist held aloft. Steam rises from his wild hair and flushed face as he shouts to the gathering. He paces the outcropping, his eyes burning. You see a few scattered nods in the crowd. He brings his fist into his palm with a sharp smack. The crowd erupts, bristling with pointed fingers and pointed words. One woman steps forward, her eyes lock on the young man. Several of the others grunt and hoot. You feel a shift in the crowd like a changing tide. A handful of others nod along with him, but they cringe and flinch as another villager joins the fray, shaking his fingers at the young orator. The new accuser raises a chorus of furious cries. Darian raises his hands for calm, but the crowd's wrath is snowballing. Stop, everyone! A dozen heads turn in your direction. The villagers recognize you, and their eyes widen with hope and reverence. Is this about the fort near the battery? He nods. At Darian's mention of the name, the rest of the crowd falls silent. The words trigger a sudden flashback to your dream of the mysterious army and the destruction of Caet Noir. As the image fades, you see one more division of 100 eyes watching you, and something just beyond. He avoids your gaze, scraping his boot against a rock. I agree. The villager glares up at Darian, but most of his fellows are ignoring him by now. Darian raises his voice above the ruckus. A low rumble ripples through the crowd. Darian hesitates. He grimaces as the frightened, arguing crowd drowns him out once more. Can't you share the white forge with the red sirens? The villagers shout and squawk louder than ever. In the fragile silence that follows, the others turn and look at Darian. He looks back to you. He breaks off, looking as if he would like to stuff his words back into his mouth. After an uneasy pause, he swallows and continues. Very well, I'll help you. I think I've dreamed about this army. He watches you with wide, wondering eyes. A murmur ripples through the crowd. The dream was unclear. He gives the crowd a purposeful look. Grumbling, they start to disperse. I wanted to ask you about something. Tell me about the iron flail. What brought you to Stalwart? There seems to be a lot of tension around here. Okay, that's all. Is it true? I saw the lights from the battery. Did you really open it? The Orlon claps his hands in wonder. I can't believe it. I was sure I would never make this route again. But who knows what varieties will come from those halls? Such an exciting time. Would you happen to possess an old helm? Or a horn that looks like it's supposed to be attached to a helm? Iduran opens a compartment in his wagon and pulls out a cracked horn partially wrapped in cloth. One of the villagers told me this during the previous visit. He said it came from some rare lake creature and was quite valuable. It's been dismissed as a junk whenever I try to resell it. Unless you know otherwise? How much take it off your hands? Well, I would like to make a profit for my trouble. £400? Is it the price? He looks at you hopefully. Done. The world fades and your vision blurs. When it returns, you find yourself in the icy waters of a bay, your body numb from the cold and your lungs burning from exertion. Nearby are Ardhel and Bardwell. Both of them are swimming madly in an effort to pass you. On the distant shore awaits the other members of your tribe, and with them, Olara, daughter of the chieftain. It is for her that the three of you are competing today. Give up, Geralt! Ardell passes you, and despite your best efforts, you can't quite catch up. You look around to see where Bardwin is, and it's by sheer chance that you catch sight of the sea serpent's head surging towards your group. As before, the world stops, the memories trail lost without your guidance. Attack the serpent. Your fatigue falls away as you turn to face the serpent. It charges you, its jaws wide, its foot-long teeth flashing in the sunlight. At the last moment, you dodge to the side as its jaws snap shut. Your hair too slow, and one of the serpent's horns tears open your forearm to the bone. You grit your teeth against the sudden pain and wrap your arms around the serpent's neck before it can turn around. It thrashes and rolls wildly, trying to throw you off. You hang on for dear life, weaker with every breath as your blood drains. You do the only thing you think of and jam your fist straight through the serpent's eye, burying your arm as far as it can go. The serpent whips around in agony and your grip slips. You tumble through the air as your consciousness fades. Therese, how could I have forgotten the events of that day? Garrett looks at his hands. I remember it now, but I feel no different yet. Please, you must find the last part of my helm. Sure. This one? No, not this one. It's a funny thing. Oh, there we have it. Right. That for bounties. Okay, no, doesn't matter. We have to go back there, back to the old, not old song, Twin Elms. Either way. Wait, this is open? What? This wasn't open. I'm fairly sure it wasn't open last time. Told you. A stern-faced woman approaches you. Her already impressive frown is only emphasized by her slight underbite. She folds her arms. Be careful where you wander. These mines are still crawling with all sorts of pests. We haven't been able to clear them out yet. Of course, you have experience with that sort of thing, I hear. Guess we have you to thank for opening the battery. I'm Ismay, the foreman. We've been keeping busy around here since the battery's fires were lit. A little busier than I would like, sometimes. What's going on here? Things are hard enough around here with the local wildlife. Last thing we needed to deal with was a murder of all things. Tell me about it. You probably saw Gamel getting carted off. Found him by the body of another miner, Sameth. We've lost quite a few miners recently. Most just vanished. Sameth's the first corpse to stick around. We may have caught Gamel, but we haven't been able to find the bodies. You know, if anyone can help us put all this to rest, it's you. I would like to be able to give these miners' families some answers, even if it's bad news. Tell me about Gamel. Don't know him so well. Certainly never pegged him for a killer. I would say you're better off questioning him yourself. See if you can, if he'll tell you where he stashed the corpses. And what do you know about the victim, Sameth? Poor Sameth. His body's up the tunnel to the east. Folks say you've got a knack for making sense of corpses, like the do not twirl swords, right? We will look into this. Appreciate the help. We certainly need it. To the east. Okay, let's look for the body first then. Yes, I'm going into correct direction. This one. Sam's body is laid out cleanly. You can see that his throat has been torn out and his face has deep scratches in it. His hands unstained, a light yellow. Oh, Zorib. Take care of the blighter. Oh, they finally start fighting on their own. Oh, that's good. Come on. Disappear. Thank you. Okay, before we venture further, let's go back and let's talk to Gamel. Okay, but for now I'll end this part here. So for now, thank you very much. Stay alive and see you soon. Bye.